Welcome to CSS Tables tutorial. In this tutorial, we look into how to improve the look of a default HTML table. So for the demonstration purpose, we just added a simple table which actually has three rows. And the first row contains two heading elements with th tags, the first name and last name. And the second row contains two table data cells with Michael and Johnson as the values. And the third row contains Bill and Morgan. And as you see in the style element, you have a lot of selectors here corresponding to table THTD combination. And you also have individual element selectors, one corresponding to table and the next one to TH and the last one to TD. So we have a lot of declarations which are initially commented, and we'll gradually uncomment each declaration and see how this actually improves the style of HTML table. So let's quickly load the table and see how it appears on default. So as you see, this is how a default HTML table would render in a browser. So let's try to apply a common border by uncommenting this declaration. So this actually applies a border for all the elements, the table, th and td. And as you see, this actually applied border to all the elements, and this actually led to having double borders across the table and th and td elements. So we could also use one other property, the border collapse. So let's uncomment this one. So by setting this value to collapse, we are actually saying it should collapse to one single border. And as you reload the page, you could see the borders collapse to one single border here. If you wanted to increase the width of the table to make it uh, amicable with the screen size, then you could also uncomment this property to make it width to be 100%. So as you see now, the table is taking the entire 100% space of the window. And if you wanted to increase the size of the height when it comes to the th and td independently, you could use a height attribute. In this example, it is set to 60 pixel for both th and td. So let's quickly uncomment those and see how those affect into the browser. Okay. So now you could see there's more space, and the text, the content within the th and td elements are taking more space due to the increased height in th and td selectors. If you wanted to align the text along one single direction, the th actually comes along with the center align, whereas the td comes with the left align by default. So you could make the th to be text align left, and as you notice, this text would be aligned to the left, just like the text in the td elements. And as you see, there's some the space between the border and the text is not so proper, so it wouldn't be so readable. So in order to make it readable, you could introduce some space by using padding. So now we are actually introducing padding for th. So as you see, now the text is more readable and it's not leaning towards the border. And similarly, we could also introduce a padding for td elements as well. So now the content within the td cells are also readable. In order to align it vertically, we could use a attribute vertical align. By default, the TD elements would actually vertically align towards the middle. But if you wanted to align it to the top, you could use the vertical align top. And as you see, these are shifted to the top. And similarly, you could also use bottom to align it towards the bottom. And just in case if you wanted to just go with the default middle, you could just comment this and you could see the alignment would be middle. Yeah. So in order to apply some colors for the headings, we have provided background color, which actually applies the mentioned color to the headings here as the background color. So now it is applying the blue as the background color, but the text here is not so readable with the black color font text. So let's try to use the white color for the font here in the TH. Okay, so now it's more readable. And this is how we actually improve the look and feel of a default HTML table using different CSS properties. And this is how you could make the tables to be more visually appealing using different CSS properties. Thanks for watching the video.